Hey guys, Kingpin Light here. We got Cima Cartel, Meezy24k, Hop in the Ride. I'm assuming that's what that Khmer language script is. So Hop in the Ride featuring KmengKhmer and the official music video. So I got closed captioning on as usual, and we'll jump right into it. Valentina's. And as a side note, we have reacted to Cima Cartel, we've reacted to Meezy24k, I think, on a featured song, and we've reacted to KmengKhmer, but we have not reacted to them together. So we're about to see how they link up and make this song together. As a side note, you guys should check out the Discord down on my drum page in the description. We're starting to get a few people jumping on there, so the more people we get, the more conversation we can have. You guys can suggest things directly there that I'll probably get to a little quicker. And if you end up liking this, subscribe. So let's jump back in. I'm liking that. I'm liking this style, this comic book style. Yeah, that's dope as hell. I love how they always add the disclaimer of drink responsibly. It's like, yeah, sometimes I don't want to drink responsibly. Sometimes you just gotta party. I know why they have to do it, but I'm just saying. Before we get too far into it, I'm liking the instruments and the vibe going on in this song. It actually reminds me a little bit of Mexican music, which is my heritage. So there's a little bit of that sort of cha-cha sound to it, you know what I mean? Little serenade song. I'm liking this real dancey type of, not dancey like a dance song. I don't know how to explain it. Like I would what do you call when you dance fancy? Not ballet, that's too far. This is like a, oh man, what's that dance? Either way, this is like a, you know, you take your lady out to a fancy restaurant or something and have a little dance with her type of song. I like it. I mean, kind of like what they're doing in the video. I like that simple line. Hold on. When the sun set, there comes a different story. Hey, he's flirting with his girl real hard, huh? I mean, she looking nice too. I'm really liking this flow, actually. It fits the song a lot, like the beat really well. What's the right word? It's smooth. That's the way I'd describe it. It's a smooth flow, smooth tempo. Not too much added to it, but enough so it's not boring, like it's not monotone. I like it. And it, like I said, it fits the vibe that I was describing earlier, like taking your girl out to dance, little fancy dinner, wearing this, you know, suit and tie or a vest sort of thing. Oh, salsa. That's what I was thinking. This is like a salsa song, you know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. I like that line the best. You might get your smooth legs tired. Hey, you really putting in that work on her. You're still single, just keep your bike there and hop in the car with me. All right, so he's flexing a little bit. He's like, you got a bike, but hey, I can pick you up in my car. So far, this is a song that I would like drink whiskey with. You know what I mean? Like Fancy on the Rocks. Drink that. You drop the water. Fancy. This isn't a beer drinking song. This is a whiskey and bourbon song. Bringing the wind instruments in. So now it's like a salsa Cambodian mix going on. I like the spacey way that they've done the vocals so far. A little bit of reverb, a little bit of echo going on, but just slight enough where it doesn't become the prime focus of the lines that he's doing or the flow that he's using. It just adds that little bit of like dark airiness to the song, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm liking the flow too. It's actually, I'd have to go back and listen, but it feels different from the other songs I've heard from him when he sings. This one is more controlled, and again, just like the first guy, he's or the first verse, I mean, he's really matching it to the beat more than, because you know, you can sing and you can rap over any beat with your signature style if you're good enough and make it work, right? But it sounds like here they're conforming a little bit more to the beat than they normally would, because a lot of times conforming to the beat usually just means following the tempo of the beat, where here they're almost conforming to the sound in their tone usage as well as like their flow usage, and not just the tempo. And then in this rap section, he's taking a little more liberty. He's not conforming to the beat as much as the first two verses, but what he is doing is, I think he's breaking up some of that darkness. And when I say darkness, in my mind, what I'm talking about is the deeper tones that were happening in the first two verses. And he's breaking that up a little bit with his slightly higher pitch voice, which he naturally has, but he's using it in the, you know what I mean, like to match. It's almost like an antithesis to conforming to the beat here, where he's almost like mirroring what they just did by doing the higher pitch. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it makes sense in my head. I may have to re-listen to the first two parts, but I think maybe an exact example of what I'm talking about is he ends his lines with a higher tone, like he's going upward, where the other two were going downward, I think, for the majority of the verse. And there he goes, going down now. Oh, I like this. I actually really like that section. Let me go back. I like the flow he switched into. Now this part I think goes back to conforming to the beat a little more, like the first two verses. Hey, he's eating on the beat though. Doing a little guitar riff right there, huh? It's going into a small little, I wouldn't even call it a guitar solo because there's still the airy voice going on in the background. A little bit, it's almost like an ad-lib singing in the background. But yeah, maybe like a guitar riff or a guitar bridge would make more sense to call it. You gotta bring out the electric guitar sometimes, you know? She's pretty as hell though, ain't she? I actually really like that little ad-lib. I'm kind of weird. So in some rap songs, like American artists that I listen to, there's some ad-libs that certain artists use that I just, for some weird reason, hit really right. Like more so than sometimes the lines that they use. It's kind of weird. Like Young Thug has really funny, but they're always like melodic ad-libs. He had this one song where like in the background he just starts just like singing this one word with all of his heart, and they had it like spaced in the background, but the song wasn't even like super serious. It was like getting money or something. I think it was King Kong with Gunna. That might have been it. He just sang his heart out in the back, and I just love that part. This is a song that I could play with a lady. You know what I mean? You bring her back to your crib, and instead of putting on some of that old jazz or whatever the older generation used to do, you could play something like this. You know what I mean? Serenade her a little bit. I could see that happening. But yeah, that was a good song. I really liked it. I liked the entire flow of it. And like I said, it reminded me a lot of like salsa in the beginning. A little bit of like Spanish or Hispanic influence almost, which I'm not saying that's where the influence comes from, but I definitely heard similarities between the two. So yeah, that was good. If you like that, like, subscribe, and comment, and we're gonna keep doing this hopefully daily. If I gotta take any breaks, I'll let you know. 2 weeks, I'm gonna have maybe a 4-day break over the weekend. I gotta go visit my girl while she's in her, what the hell am I trying to say? I'm visiting my girlfriend's graduation event, right? So I'm gonna see her graduate, and then we're gonna get our stuff settled so that she can move in. So it'll be a fun time, but I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.